Media Network. I'm your host, Joel Davis. I'm still stuck here doing laundry, like always, still trying to finish up. But I want to jump into a situation that is becoming very rapid. Again, if it's your first time tuning in to me and you like what you see, you can go up here and you can definitely hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell up top. Please like and share. Please like and share. You can also donate to my Cash App, Joel's News and Views at Cash App, $ Joel's News and Views, or my other description down below, or my merch to support the channel. Again, it's up to you. I'm just taking a different approach now about asking for donations. I feel like if you like my product, you'll contribute. You'll do cash apps. You'll do super chats, the whole nine. If you don't like my material, it is what it is. So let's get into this. So guys, this is like been the year of tragedy with black women actually uh, erasing themselves from Earth. We first had the uh, model. I want to say the girl was from North Carolina. Yeah, the beauty pageant, Miss USA from North Carolina. She was in New York. She jumped off of the Manhattan building and said goodbye to life. Then we had another young lady that was really well known in the conservative sector. Shout out to Officer Tatum. He knew her personally because she worked on what they call that. Oh my God. She worked on Turning Point USA, and she at first they said an accident, but come to find out she also harmed herself. I think she was from Alabama. Now we got another lady. 2 days ago, 52-year-old lady named Nicole Strother went and took Loganville, Atlanta, took out her 15-year-old son, then herself. Her daughter had to come and find them by hearing the shots ring out in the house. People said this was very out of character with her because she had just told people near her, around her, days prior, that she was looking forward to the weekend to hang out with them. Now, all these women were successful. All these women were modern women, independent, don't need no man, the whole nine. And in this case here, this lady had children. So what is going on? Is it to the point now, being a successful career black woman is causing to the stress to the part that these women are deciding to erase themselves because they can't handle the pressure? And it could be. Now, we talk about this a lot on the gulags, saying shout out to my boy Hood Conservative, Mr. Palmer, Big Nate 74, all these guys, that talk about this. This is starting to be a trend that is scary. And a lot of it's got to do with the mental health factor. A lot of these women are not seeking mental health, especially in the black community. I have talked about this so many times. In the black community, people think it's still to this day, think it's a sign of weakness to go out here and say, I need help mentally. I can't cope with stuff. I used to be the same way. Yeah, hood conservative, yep. I used to see the same way. I used to say I can't cope with this, and it will push you to that brink. A lot of times it's because of hopelessness. Now this woman, again, all these women were successful. It wasn't like they were not successful. It was not like they were dealing with bad guys. As far as I know, it's just that, again, it plays to the mental health role in your life. A lot of times, these people are struggling with stuff and they don't know how to react to people or talk to people. Especially if you're groomed, especially when you're a black American, you're groomed early on in that culture, in our culture, that you is not supposed to show a sign of weakness. You are supposed to go up here and push through. So what somebody say you this and you that. You're supposed to push through. And what happens is, especially on women, it takes a toll on their brain faster than they do a man. Okay? Exactly. That is supportive. And a lot of times, you just have to do that. You know? You have to do that. And I think in these cases, a lot of these women don't know how to get someone in their life supportive because they have conditioned themselves to be a rock for so many people. Again, that's that modern thinking. I'm a rock for so many people that you don't know how to reach out and say, all right, I need a rock for myself. Again, I went through this a long time. Okay, that's what made me go into addiction, popping pills at one point, and made me go to the point where I was drinking a lot and making very bad choices early part of my life. You know? And a lot of times people will look like they got their shit together and they don't. And they do. They do. They do talk down on them. A lot of older women, I'm telling y'all now, we got a lot of older women in the black community that see these younger women or let's say, for instance, you in your 50s and you going through some shit, but you reach out to an older woman that's in her 60s and 70s. You know what I'm saying? And the first thing they tell you, girl, you need to stop that shit. You need to stop that. Ain't nothing wrong with you. You can do this. You've been doing it this long. What's wrong with you now? You know, and that's how they talk. That's how they act. And then what happens is, when that person get that reaction, or they reach out to somebody else, like, you know, they done treated a ex or baby daddy so long for being a terrorist, because some of these women do have terrorist lifestyles. Not all of them, not the ones that I'm talking about that went through this, that we have heard on the news. I'm talking about in general. When they try to reach out, that dude like, man, I don't want to talk to you. All the shit you put me through, I don't feel comfortable talking to you. I'm good. I'm straight. I'm fine. I'm whatever. And then what happens is, they don't have nobody to cling on to talk to get that out, to get that excessive stress out. So they're like a hairpin trigger, okay? You ever heard of a hairpin trigger with a gun? All the gun is got that hair trigger. All you gotta do is do that and it'll pop. That's how they are. They're that point to explode. It could be the child could have said something like, all right, I don't want to go to school today. Or your sister or cousin might have said, man, I ain't fucking with you right now. You getting on my damn nerves. That's it. They go over the edge. Next thing you know, pow. Or they doing something fatal to you, and then they're out. Or they'll just shut down on you, go ahead on and off themselves in front of you. There is so many things that happens in these situations that we don't discuss as a community, and it is real. I see this all the time when I was in the hood. I give you perfect examples of black women that do that. Exactly. A water-wise person to be supportive of anyone in the family that is there for you and listen and give you good product. And that's true. You have to have that. You're right. A lot of that is too, Charles. And then another thing too, Charles, a lot of it is they be loaning for a companion. If you've been after Pookie, see, there's two types of black women that go through these stressful points in their lives. Like my boy Charles just said, there's the Pookie and Ray Ray women. Y'all know who they are. Those are the ones that every time you turn around, they're in bad relationships. I mean, situationships with a woman or a man. They just always into some crazy ass romantic relationship that makes no damn sense. And then there's the other part of these women. The ones that are, the expectations are too unrealistic. The guy has to be this. The guy has to be that. The guy has to look like this. The guy has to look like that. Their expectations is so unrealistic They might as well go to sleep and never wake the fuck up. So when you have that type of expectations with these, especially again, the black community especially, have those type of women as expectations with men, they go through this every time. They go through this every time. They do. They go through the depression. They go through the stress. They go through, oh my God, I just can't figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying lower your expectations to the point that you are at a Pookie and Ray Ray. And I'm not saying to put your expectations so high that you'll be A-okay. I'm saying is use some damn common sense. You know what I'm saying? Use some common sense. You know, be aware of what you're working with. If you're a nurse, and let's say you're a nurse in Atlanta or Memphis, Tennessee, or any of the other major little cities and stuff like that, if you're going to date a guy or deal with a guy that's got his shit together, you got to be prepared to know what kind of market of a guy I'm looking for and what is equal to me or is comfortable for me. Okay? If you're a nurse, you got multiple children, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're still trying to work on being somewhat submissive, you a little unrealistic sometimes, then you need to deal with a guy who is basically got his stuff together, but at the same time is in your money bracket. Okay? That means if you're a nurse and you making at an average of Atlanta about $80,000 a year, you should have your standards with fucking with a dude that's between $100,000 to $75,000 a year. Okay? Let me see. My man said, let me get that, y'all. I'm getting it, y'all. Hold on. Black women think that blue-collar, working-class black men without a criminal record are lames. That's why the Southern community, yeah, there is. I'm still looking for a black woman, but the majority of black American and Canadian women, unless they're conservative libertarian, lack, what he said, still lag on white men. And let me tell you, you get that in all the cultures, man. And not necessarily, I would say, lag on white men. I think that what you're saying is when you try to date with a black woman and you're a white guy, especially if they still in their prime, they're going to bypass you because they think that you too lame until shit hits the fan, and then they want to be open-minded. And you get that a lot. Now, what my man Charles is saying, said, you're right. About blue-collar men, there are a lot of them that's like that. That's what I said. Their expectation is too high. They don't want the blue-collar guy. They don't want the guy that does the plumbing, the construction worker, the guy that does the electrician work, the guy that is a full-time restaurant owner / chef. They want these white-collar guys. You know what I'm saying? They want the stock exchange guy, the rental, a real estate agent guy, which, by the way, I'm about to start studying for real estate, but I'm doing it for generational wealth purposes in the future. But stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, a lot of those guys that they chase don't look for women like that. I wouldn't say they are lost cause. Not all of them. I just think that it's up to us as real conservative black men point out what they need to do, and that's the only way they're going to be able to find themselves landing any type of man, whether it's black or white. Because in reality, every black man likes to be with a black woman, or every black woman would like to be with a black man. But the problem is, in that reality is that a lot of these black women have a lot of issues due to the fact of what we talked about before in my previous broadcast. You can check it out on the members tip, where I talk about the baby boomer generation. There is a lot of baby boomers that fuck the game up. And a lot of these women don't know how to handle stress. They don't know how to handle being submissive. They don't know how to handle letting a man get in control. They don't know how to handle being be in the center of attention the right way. Get involved in community volunteer, larger type setting like local children's hospitals or something. You're right, Latina. That's another thing they can do. Get involved with community work. That helps out with a lot of stress. And then sometimes you can find somebody you can relate to doing that. A lot of them don't do that. A lot of them wants to go out here and like I said, wait. Oh, I'm just gonna pray, Lord. I'll go pray that the Lord send me somebody. Y'all better stop that shit. I wouldn't say that from the poor African countries. Mostly, you gotta remember, African black women, Caribbean black women are different than American black women. Their values are different. You gotta remember, over there in the foreign countries of black women that you see come to the States and marry a white man or marry a high class, high value black guy, those type of women have been conditioned by their family through traditions that to be submissive, but get with a man that is a provider, that is a leader, and to respect him. Key word, respect him. Not undermine him, not talk shit about him, not go on social media and blast him, but respect him. That's how those women come in the States and get the good guys that these so-called women swear they can. My man said 95% of black women voted for this disastrous battle regime and said it's about their logic and judgment. Yeah, I know that. And we know why they did it. They did it because, again, a lot of black women in the community cannot handle the truth. We see it all the time on Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels made a shitload of fucking money so far telling the truth to black women. Real talk. He didn't tell them what they want to hear. He told them what they need to hear. That's why this guy now is so big. I would doubt that Kevin Samuels will fuck around and have his own show. I see it. Another year from now, you will hear Kevin Samuels having his own syndicated show, Sirius XM, somewhere that way, where he getting major fucking clout. YouTube will be peanuts to him. The next time I'll go visit distant family, ask them to hook you up with a decent woman. Yeah, it is. You can get family members to hook you up with somebody, but you got to remember, how good is your family member judgment though? Are your family good at judging and gauging people? Because you got some family members, I wouldn't let them hook me. I wouldn't let them hook my dog up with anybody. They just that ridiculous. My man said a conservative family-oriented son woman is as rare as his teeth. You're right, Charles. It's very rare. And when you do find one, they are usually off the market very quickly. Very, 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 very quickly. I'll give you an example of a somewhat of a conservative black woman, or to get what she wanted out of life. The rapper Eve. Eve used to be very woke. Stripper, all that stuff, rapper, did all that. When Eve got with that white dude, Maximilian, she changed the whole tune. She is libertarian. She went from liberal to libertarian. Damn near borderline conservative. So what that tells you? That tells you is that if you want the man you want, and by the way, Maximilian, I think his name is, Maximilian is a billionaire. You got to take that woke shit somewhere else. So that's just to show you guys where we at in the culture shift of women. Okay? You cannot go out here now, women, especially in the community, and bring that woke shit everywhere you go and think you're going to get you a fucking Jay-Z. All right? Even Jay-Z is damn near borderline conservative in certain things. You don't see him talking about slinging drugs every 8 seconds no more. He can't. He corporate now. Stop it. Yeah, exactly. She had to. She had to. She had to. Who else I want to say change? I think her husband, what, Maximilian? I'm thinking her husband, I think that might be Serena Williams' husband. But I know she married a rich ass white dude. I just gotta look up the name. Who else fucking changed that was a black woman that married and got their shit together? I started becoming a 3 or 4. Sierra, another example. Russell Wilson. She got Russell Wilson. That bitch submissive as hell now. Especially when he got that through a shit. That $300 million damn contract. Yeah. She fucking hurried up and jumped on that shit. I'm just letting y'all know that black women that are here today, that complaining, that's that modern shit, I can't find love, all the good black men are taking, no. You just don't want to be submissive. You don't want to get therapy. You don't want to get help. And that's another thing that a lot of black women in the community is afraid of. They're afraid of therapy as much as they're afraid of finishing fucking college. Yeah, I said that shit. I'm about to hurt your feelings. Most enroll, but will not go and get the therapy that you need. Most some women don't change. They remain in the 304 phase for most of their life. You're right, they do. A lot of the 304s don't start phasing out until they get in their 40s. But who the fuck wanna fuck with a 40-year-old or X304 by then? Shit, your walls ain't the same. That shit down there ain't the same. You hit through menopause and stuff now. Ain't no man gonna wanna be working on that. That's why they get upset when guys their age want these younger women, the 30-year-old women, the late 20-year-old women and shit. Cause they still, you know what I'm saying, getting down. Exactly. Question, my man said, do relationships between open-minded liberal black women and open-minded conservative white men work? In a way it does. But that's when you gotta be with a woman that is a libertarian and borderline liberal. That's the only way that's gonna work. If she's fully woke, that shit ain't gonna work. Because y'all ain't gonna yoke together. You know what I mean? She ain't gonna yoke together. The next day, you know, you gonna go home, come home, and she got her damn, she be in a 304. She got this damn hood ass motherfucker in there. Oh, it's going pretty good, man. I'm almost about done now. I just want to do this segment because I knew it needed to be done. Because there's a lot of things going on in our black community right now with these black women that are offing themselves, hurting themselves, and nobody's not really talking about this too much. And now it's getting to the point now, they're taking out their children. They're taking out kids now. They ain't taking out themselves now. Now it's moving on to kids. It's starting to become an alarming rate. And it needs to be brought to attention because there's a mental health situation crisis going on. And see, that's another thing I don't understand. Why are these pro-black channels not talking about that? That always makes me don't understand. These so-called black channels never talk about stuff like this. They will talk about the white man hurting themselves, oppressing them, people like me being a token boy and shit like that. But they won't talk about this stuff here. Why is that? What's up, Divine Way? They won't talk about that. They won't never discuss the rules of black women taking care of themselves. Yeah, I saw that, bro. I reported on that earlier. We've been talking about that for a minute. I mean, they never do, and it hurts me to see that. It hurts me to see that we don't have enough of channels like this. See, that's why I did this channel. I started this channel not only for American purposes. You know what I'm saying? I started this channel because I want this to be a national channel for all colors of people, especially black women and black men, especially to teach and educate them. that it is okay to be open-minded. It's okay to admit that you have an issue. It's okay to ask for therapy. It's okay to go to counseling. It's okay to admit that your relationship is failing and you may need marriage counseling. Why I did this channel, I wanted to make it where people can be comfortable so we can talk about the issues that nobody else on YouTube want to talk about. That's why I love my channel the way I do it, because it's unique. You get it all. You don't get just one thing. You don't get just politics. You don't just get some entertainment news shit. You get it all on this channel. You get it all. You get a chance to get a real consensus of what's going on, crime, all that. And I'm telling you now, black women got to understand that they are going through a crisis, and they got to wake up here. This is not the 90s anymore. You're not going to go to sleep and wake up and go on vacation and meet this Stella got her groove back, whatever that dude name is, fuck. I don't forgot his name, but the pretty boy actor that's been called an asshole. You're not gonna find that guy. I forgot. I know it's not Lorenz Tate. It was another guy. Or whatever his name is. You're not gonna find that no more. You're not gonna find a Morris Chestnut. No, Tay Diggs. You're not gonna find a Tay Diggs and a Morris Chestnut and a Shamar Moore anymore. This ain't the goddamn movies. This is real life. You got to get yourself together, and you got to get proactive out here and find the man that fits your needs. Keyword, needs. Quit putting that fucking checklist shit. I don't give a shit if you're a woman, how much money you have. The difference between women and men is that men can go and get that younger chick and have the ball of his life, because it's a status thing. A woman ain't gonna be so much. If you get that younger dude, you're gonna find yourself like that film I made where that dude was telling that young chick, hey, telling that older lady, hey baby, when I come home, I want to be celibate. I want to be celibate. Oh my God. Y'all, man, I can't say that right now on this stream. We can't talk about him right now. I got some deals for him. We'll work on that shit. But either way it goes, you cannot go out here and let yourself get to this point. Offing your kids, hurting yourself is not the answer. You just can't. You got to admit that you have an issue. You have to admit that you need therapy, you need help. Because right now, this is becoming a really major problem. And if we don't get a handle on this, not only are we going to have black on black crime, now we're going to have the new thing, offyourself.com, all in the mix. Because you can't say this no more like they used to. When you used to say, man, black people don't erase themselves. Can't say that no more now. Can't say that now. Because now we starting to climb as high as white folks. That's right. So it's time now that we need to get a handle on this, and we need to admit that we need therapy, especially if you've been locked up because of the scamdemic. You definitely better get yourself checked on. I got some therapy during the scamdemic. I was going through some depression. I went and I got therapy. I got help. Guys, it helps. I did about 4 or 5 sessions. I feel great now. I know what I got to do. And I'm trying to teach y'all the same. Don't be like these. Don't be like these women. Please don't. Don't be them. Don't be like these women. Don't be like these men in the community trying to be tough and say, I'm good. Don't do that. Anyway, y'all, I got to jet off, but please, before I leave, do the same thing I asked before. Get in the comment section. Light it up. I need somebody to at least participate to about 20 to 30 comments. 20 is the sweet spot. 30 is even better. That way, it'll push the algorithm for YouTube to push it out there so we can get more people to look at it, more responses, more views. It's just to help me out. Okay? Also, hit the like button. I'm on the road to try to get to 10K. Please, if you like my stuff, help me get to 10K. That's all I'm going to say. You know what to do. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button, and notification bell up top. You know how to do all that. I'm not going to kill you with that. That's all I ask of you. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Take care of yourself. Have a good Sunday. This is probably the last time you hear from me today. I will see y'all first day Monday.